Hello and welcome back to another episode of Play and Learn. This week we're going to be making a craft and learning a new word from the Irish language. This week our word is bridge. In Irish, you say the word bridge like drayhead. Can you say it with me? Drayhead. Very good. For this week's craft, you'll need colored paper, scissors, glue or tape, and crayons. This week we're making a craft of the Giants Causeway. Make sure you check out last week's episode where we read The Giant from Scotland to learn all about the legend of the Giants Causeway. Our first step is going to be to cut out a piece of darker blue paper to look like the ocean. The light blue paper is going to look like the sky. Once you get that done, you're going to take a bunch of different colors of paper, I just used scraps that I had laying around, and make them into different shapes, hexagons, octagons, just like the stones in the Giants Causeway. Make them in all different shapes and sizes and colors. I made most of mine by making little squares and then cutting off all the corners. To make it go faster, you could layer a bunch of paper together and cut them all at once. Next, I'm just taking all of those shapes and gluing them down to look like rocks from the Giants Causeway. If you watched last week's episode, you'll know the story of the Giants Causeway and the giant Finn McCool who built it, all the way from Ireland to Scotland. Finn McCool made the Giants Causeway with real rocks, so it wasn't quite as colorful as this. Once you're done building the Giants Causeway, you can take a crayon and outline all the shapes. Remember, Finn McCool used different shapes like hexagons with 6 sides and octagons with 8 sides. Once you're done with that, I just took a white crayon to make waves in the ocean to make it look more real. The last thing you'll need to do is cut off any shapes that overlapped over the corners of the paper. And there you have it, the Giants Causeway. Make sure you go back and check out last week's video if you haven't to learn the legend of the Giants Causeway. Until next time, it's time for me to say slán. That means goodbye in Irish. Slán!